Okay, let's talk about making a Padlet. So once you're logged in and you're gonna go up here to make a Padlet, and you're gonna see it's gonna give you a bunch of different options on ways you can make a Padlet. You can go ahead and kind of search through these and look at the preview if you're not sure exactly what that might look like. So I can click on preview and it'll give me an idea of how this Padlet might be organized. So if you're looking for an organizational chart, this might be a great idea. If you're looking for like a shelf type organization, so this is an example of a WKL chart or KWL chart, sorry. Preview of a map. So what would that look like? And so on. So you can get an examples there. Let's focus on just the basic wall Padlet. So I'm going to hit select. And it's going to just kind of automatically default to a wallpaper, and you're going to be able to change that in just a little bit. And the first thing you're going to need to do is go ahead and modify it. So you're going to want to obviously change the title. You can give it a description if you'd like to. You can choose an icon that will show up in the corner kind of up there next to your name. So they've got different ones you can choose from. Or you can always add your own icon by uploading, taking a photo, drawing something. So you have that option as well. Let's use the ice cream cone. That sounds good today. So you can see it's added up here in the top left-hand corner next to my name. This is where your Padlet's going to have a unique address. You can even change this address if you'd like. So the back end of that address is unique. We're going to talk about sharing and getting this out to students in just a little bit, but right there is where you'll find that address. You can change the appearance, so you'll have some choices in wallpaper. You can go with solid colors, gradient colors, textures and patterns, pictures. Ooh, let's go with the cupcakes because I went with ice cream, right? Or you can always add your own wallpaper. So that's just an upload from your computer, take a photo or drawing again. You have the option here, you can kind of blur it out too if you don't want it to be the main focus of the Padlet, but you just like it to be in the background. From there, you can also choose a color scheme. So this is, a dark mode or light mode. Choose the font. And then you can posting options down here. So display author name of each post. I suggest when you're working with students, if they have accounts, that you have that on. That way their names show up on the Padlets so that you know who posted what. New post position, so you can decide if you're doing more like a top to bottom type Padlet, you're not doing a grid Padlet. You might want to have the most recent post first, or maybe you want the last post first. So kind of just depending on how you want that to appear. You can turn comments on so people can comment back and forth on different Padlets. This might come in handy just depending on what you're doing with the Padlet. You can decide whether you want reactions on your post. So you can decide whether people can like the post, vote up or down the post, give it a star, or give it a grade. This might be something you want to have on. If you want to filter that, what's coming into the Padlet first, you would have a required approval so that you would have to go ahead and you'll be able to see it first before students can. If like say student A sends it, posts it onto the Padlet, you would have to release that post to the other students. And then filter profanity. So if you feel like you might need this on, you can do that as well. Hopefully our students know better, but you can have that on as well. When you've got all those settings, you'll hit next, and then you're ready to start posting. Oops. So down here in the corner, you're going to see this click to post. It's going to pop up with your first postie there, and then you'll be able to get typing. We're going to talk about in the next video all the options for creating a post.